Hello and welcome back to the Musical Instrument Investigator. Today we are on the website of Tennants Auctioneers based in the UK, and we're going to be having a look at their scientific and musical instruments, cameras and tools auction, which is live on Wednesday the 29th of September, so a few weeks to go there. This auction is 20% buyer's premium plus VAT, which so comes to 24% in total there. And there aren't that many instruments, I don't think, in this this particular auction. Maybe about 7. The rest of it is kind of other scientific instruments and cameras. So we'll have a look at the musical instrument bits, which I think ends in a few kind of music boxes. Then after that, that is the end. Let's kind of crack on and see what they have. I think historically, I'm a bit critical about this auctioneers in terms of the photographs that they have. They seem to be very much based on people still coming to view the auction or view the instruments. There's not really much info in regards to the actual instruments online, but I'm sure if you email them they will give you more pictures. From a quick look, it looks like it's still the same thing. They're not really geared towards pictures online, which to me is a real shame, but some auction houses are like that, and there's a few really nice instruments in this sale, which it's a real shame that there aren't more images, but each to their own in terms of the auction houses. So without further ado, let's have a look. So we have a cello here, 29 3/4 inches. Head has been re-glued. I think this is the only picture, so here you can see what I mean, that there's not really any attempt to put up pictures. Like I said, I'm sure you can probably email them and get some, but it's just very lazy in my opinion. Estimate £300 to £500 there. And another cello, labelled manufactured in Berlin, copy of Stradivarius. Neck refitted by Mr. P. Golej. Has 2 cracks repaired. 2 to 3,000 is the estimate there. Another cello there. 1 to 150. Once again, not much information. A cello bow, Baroque by Roger Bow. Doe even, fluted octagonal stick there. Yep, Roger Doe is a known maker to me, and it looks like quite a nice stick there. 150 to £200, could be a good Baroque cello bow there. Now we have one of the interesting lots here. So this is a cello by Benjamin Banks. Benjamin Banks being really kind of fine Salisbury maker, very regarded for cellos as well. It's inside a case with Hills and Sons, certified by William E. Hill, New Bond Street, 1938. Lots of different information. Condition: belly has some repairs around base bar area and under tailpiece, some repairs or small cracks to ribs. Pegs bush shows possible evidence of head neck graft. So, and this is an extremely, high estimate, 50 to 80,000 pounds. The Banks cellos are very, like I say, very regarded. Unfortunately, I guess if people know what they're looking for, then at this value you would go and look at it in person, but it's still a shame that there's literally just a picture of the front and the label. I think this is unfortunate, but an interesting looking instrument. A double bass labelled Carlo Giordano, made in China, 60 to £80, very low end double bass there. Viola by Rowan Armour Brown, 16 1/4, 2-piece back. Viola by Rowan Armour Brown, made in Warwick, 1982. Dark varnished is crazed. Once again, not much information here, but Rowan Armour Brown, I think, was a very regarded maker. I don't know enough to confirm if this is correct or not, but I assume that it is. So another nice instrument with no real pictures. And a viola here, maker's label Jeffrey J. Gilbert, Peterborough, 1905. £800 to £1,200. That's a bow with it as well. Once again, a bit difficult to make out from the pictures here. £800 to £1,200 the estimate. Didier Claudel viola bow, £2,000 to £3,000 here. At least with the bows you can kind of see what you're getting into. Violin by John Lott, 14 1/8 inches, 2-piece back, ebony fingerboard. No maker's mark or label present. Evidence of neck, head graft and pegs bush. Case for bow. Provenance receipt from John and Arthur Beers, 1961. Invoice for Sotheby's, November 2003. And evaluation from Edward Smith in July 2008. Has had horseshoe button repair and evidence of cracks through peg holes on both cheeks. Once again, no real pictures. £15,000 to £20,000. John Lott, another very regarded English maker. I'm sure this is what it is. Shame there aren't any other pictures. This estimate I think is actually probably a bit low. I would expect it to go for a bit more, but it's hard to say without the pictures. But once again, I'm sure if you contact them you can get more information. An electric violin by Fender, £80 to £120. Another electric violin by Fender. Some Sotheby's catalogues. A violin, 2-piece back, labelled Arthur Bowler. Badly damaged, split down length of belly, bass bar loose, low roots broken, other defects, £100 to £150. More terrible pictures. Violin, 13 7/8 inches, label Francesco Ruggieri, has horseshoe repair to back button. Violin, 14 1/4, labelled Pierre Hell, £8,000 to £10,000. Once again, no decent pictures. Violin, 14 1/4 inches, 2-piece back, ebony tailpiece, labelled Copy de Benoist Fleury, £800 to £1,000. It's very difficult to really say anything here because the pictures are just non-existent. Another violin here, labelled Jean Rambaud, Luthier, Paris, 1843, in a J&A beer case, £100 to £200. Another violin, 2-piece back, no label, has some repairs to scrolls, cheeks cased, £60 to £80. Could be interesting if there was better pictures to know what's going on. Another violin, labelled Johann Christian Ficker, Crown 1810, £300 to £400. Get a picture of the bow here. Another violin, labelled Matthew Hardy, Edinburgh, 1798. Instrument has been rebushed and shows evidence of neck head graft. Label is clearly a reproduction, £7,000 to £9,000, but we see none of the information that they talk about. Could be interesting if it was genuine. Another violin here, labelled Colin Mazar, £2,000 to £3,000. That's the estimate. Another violin, John Mather, Harrogate, 2005, £300 to £400. And another violin, another John Mather, Harrogate, 2009, £300 to £400. Another violin, label W.M. Sims, Maker Hull, 1909, with a bow. These could be interesting. Another violin here, labelled Hieronymus Amati, Cremona, 1736, evidence of a neck graft. Estimate £100 to £150. Violin, no label, with 2 bows. Not much information. Another violin here, another no label, no real good photos. Violin, bow, Baroque style by Roger Doe. Once again, that's probably a very decent bow. Could go for a good price potentially. Another Baroque bow by Roger Doe. Slightly different design. Also looks quite nice. That was snakewood. Once again, could be a good bow. Violin bow by Howard Green, stamped with maker's name. Howard Green, 800 to 1,000 there. Looks interesting. Violin bow by the makers W. Hills and Sons, octagonal stick in a case. 1,500 to 2,000. Violin bow stamped Albert Nürnberger, 3 to 500. Violin bow stamped J.S. Lapierre. That's an interesting bow there. Violins, yep, some kind of cheap violins there. Alto saxophone by Amati, apparently. Alto saxophone by Salem. Alto saxophone by Yamaha. Miyazawa flute there. Piccolo Yamaha piccolo flute there. Rosewood flute. Saxophone B flat soprano. Saxophone E flat alto. Interesting. 8-string tenor guitar. Believed to be made by John Smith. Fender Precision bass guitar made in Mexico. Fender Stratocaster guitar made in China. Fender Stratocaster electric guitar made in Mexico. Gibson SG electric guitar. Repaired at base of headstock. Rathbone P5 custom acoustic guitar. Taylor acoustic guitar model 310. 3 acoustic guitars. Yamaha FG75 acoustic guitar and a little kind of banjo mandolin thing. WEM ER40 amplifier head together with an Antonio Cavallo classical guitar. Well, that's a pretty random lot, but okay, they're quite cool, the WEM amps. Robson guitars, Dream 17 arch top with spruce top, maple sides, 6,000 to 8,000. Robson guitars, Paradise 73 with flame maple top, 4,000 to 5,000. Still, they just don't want to give you any pictures. Robson guitars, Reaver with mahogany top, sapele body, ebony, isn't that kind of PRS style, 3,600 to 4, seems quite high, but okay. Robson guitars, Renegade with maple top, 3,600 to 4. Robson guitars, Trailblazer Fantasia with fully hand engraved aluminium top. Interesting, 5,000 to 6 seems very high. Concertina by Lacanal Anglo Duet system, 30 buttons, 150 to 200. George Formby Banjolele, nice, 200 to 300. Looks like quite a cute one. Hurdy-gurdy, the instrument used by Spencer Tracy in the 1937 MGM film Captains Courageous. And there you go, that's quite cool. £200 to £300. It's quite a sweet little thing. These are popular, so I wouldn't be surprised if that goes a bit over that estimate, especially with the film provenance. 15-string bowl-backed lute from Ian Harwood. So that could be interesting. Ian Harwood, good maker, looks like a nice looking lute. 80 to 120, could get yourself a good deal on a lute. Paramount Leader by W.M.L. Langer banjo, £600 to £800. Concertina labelled Boyd & Co. and a violin of some kind, but once again no real pictures. Pia Maria stage 1 electrical accordion and an amp. A Victorian carved walnut Gothic revival pedal organ, 250 to 300. That's quite cool. Banjo with some kind of zither harp things, not too crazy. An oboe stamped J.R. Lafleur and Sons, cased together with a Yamaha keyboard. That's pretty random again. And a accordion, yeah, that's an odd lot. Pearl Master Studio drum kit there, 80 to 120. It could be a good deal for someone starting out. Various instruments, including a trumpet, some mandolin, some other stuff. Okay. Symphonium music box there, so I think we're coming towards the end of the instruments. A large 2 per turn music box playing 20 popular songs. Interesting. A musical box playing 8 patriotic and sentimental airs. Right. A musical box playing 12 religious sacred Sankey airs. Okay. A small music box playing 4 airs, possibly by B.A. Brummond. Small music box playing 6 traditional and folk airs. Very fine and early Palais Royal square piano form musical nécessaire from 1820, 1200 to 1800. I think we are coming towards the end of these ones now. Yeah, I think we're kind of just into some musical iconography. Well, there's a very good Sublime Harmony musical box by Baker Troll. And a visible drum bells musical box. Now I think we're coming out because we're onto gramophones and other stuff. And a loudspeaker, interesting. As much as this is curious, I think we're kind of out of the zone now. So yeah, here's another auction. Terrible pictures. You know, these people clearly still don't believe in the internet, and they just like to kind of do things in person, or you know, with viewings or whatever, or expect you to go and ask for pictures. I think it's just lazy. I think this is probably the worst auction house that we actually look at in regards to kind of information that they freely give. So I don't think it's good for buyers, and I don't think it's good for sellers that they don't provide the information. That's my only comment. There's some interesting lots in this auction. Shame about the auction house. I don't really want to give them any more of my time. So for that, I'm out, and I'll put a link in the description if you really want to check it out. So once again, thanks for watching, and ciao for now. Bye. Many thanks for tuning in to the Musical Instrument Investigator. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please like, subscribe and turn on notifications, and watch out for the next video coming soon.